Oh, I can tell a story now?
You can tell your fire story, sure. No
So
problem.
when I was younger, I was tasked with watching my younger cousins, right? And part of that was just, there's no parents there. Like it was just me.
You're the adult, yeah.
Yeah, so and I was like 8, so definitely not old enough to watch children. And my mom had all these candles going. She was like, yo, man, the electricity bill too high, so don't fucking be turning on the lights.
Yeah.
That was it. And I was like, that's all I had to know, right? So then she put one of the candles in the bathroom next to the sink where you turn on the water faucet.
Yeah.
And my cousin, bless her heart, Alice, went in there while we were all dipping our head under to get water. And fucking, I don't know what happened. But I farted, and then her hair caught on fire.
Oh,
because she did this, and her hair burst into flames. She legit looked like Sweet Tooth. So this is the thing, right? Like, I didn't know what to do, but she reacted so fast that I didn't have time. So what did she do?
She grabbed a towel and dunked it under the water?
No, she went screaming through the house as her hair was on fire.
Oh no!
And
lighting everything on fire.
Like it almost set like the curtains on fire.
Oh,
but like
shit.
I was so in awe that I was just watching her. Like if that was the bathroom, I dipped my head. I was like, oh man, she is definitely on fire. And the noise that she made, like I have never heard a scream. Like you know how they have these mock screams, like shit like that. That's exactly how
like
she,
the wellhouse scream.
like she was screaming like that, but she ran into the living room and fell on the bed, and I was like, oh my god, like
Light the bed on fire.
But luckily, like her little brothers, her older brother. No, that was her little brother, and her little sister grabbed towels and like patted them out. But like,
That's
You
good.
just panicked, huh?
It was down to the youngins, huh?
I didn't know what to do.
I don't know.
Like I was so in awe of her head catching on fire, and I was like, dude, her head is actually on fire. Like it was like all of her hair. I was like, how did that even happen? Alice, if you watch this, you know we still laugh about that to this day.
Why would she be watching?
I don't know, man. You never know, dude.
That happened.
Oh man.
Well, I'm glad your cousin lives.
Yeah, she's okay. Got a nice full head of hair now.
Oh, man.
2 kids too. For now. I can't wait for her to fucking, hey, I got these candles going in the bathroom. Man, you go in on those candles. My mom never found out about this. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I would never
now
tell.
she does now. No, just
Oh,
kidding.
shit, if she's watching this, it's too late, Mom. The 10 minutes already.
Dude, all right, let me tell you guys this.
You want to just go live? You want to just turn this thing on?
Do you want me to just turn this thing on?
Why not?
All
I
right,
wanna
hang
hear
on a
the story.
second.
All right, this is a good. I'm
Okay,
so
hang on,
mad
so
about this story.
Let's save
All right,
it.
hold
Okay.
it for 2 seconds.
Yes. All right, so he just said he hopes his mom's not watching this. I went to hang out with my cousin who's from Italy, or she just got back from Italy. She was stationed out there with her husband, right?
Okay.
And we're hanging out. It's me and another cousin, and we're talking about stuff. And she's asking me about what I do for work, and I'm like explaining and stuff. And my younger cousin's like, "Yeah, our grandma watches you on Twitch. Like she's seen you do commentary on a stream before." And I was like, "I don't like the sound of that at all."
I
was like,
that.
she's seen me do commentary, and my cousin was like, "Yeah, she shows all her old people friends how to use Twitch."
Dang,
He
that's
literally
awesome.
said the name Dolores. He's like, her old
Damn.
friend, her name's Dolores, and also Gloria. She
They
taught
are
her.
both old as shit.
That right? That's what I knew.
Her
I
friends
knew.
are the Golden Girls.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
yeah. I knew immediately.
Those
I was
names
like,
died in 1930.
yeah. So he's like, yeah.
You gotta be pre-30s.
She's like, our grandma's teaching them how to use Twitch or whatever, and I was like, whoa, that's super crazy. I was like, so she watches like when I do tournament commentary. And he's like, yeah, and also, I set it up on her phone that every time your stream goes live, it sends a notification. She watches that, and I was like, stop. You mean my personal stream? I'm like, are you talking about like my stream, like the twitch.tv/SageM stream? And he's like, yeah, I set it up on her phone, so every time it goes live, it pops up on here. I was like, you know the kind of shit I talk about on my stream?
Oh, man.
There is no reason my grandma should ever see or hear the kinds of things I've said on my stream. I was like, oh my god. And I was like, this is a fucking nightmare. I was like, why would you set that up on her phone? He's like,
What are you saying on your SageM account, man?
Look, you have David
That's what I
worried.
wonder now, yeah.
Some lady came and watched me stream, and it was a chick. I can't remember who she was, but she was like, this is the first time I've heard like Tasty Steve curse. I was like, well, you better get used to it, because I'm only PG for other people.
Dude, it's so weird when people come up to us and they're like, man, it's so weird to hear you swear or hear you curse. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
It's like your every fourth word, man.
Yeah,
Seriously,
James
dude.
cusses a lot. I curse a lot, but on commentary, I never curse.
Oh, yeah, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
'Cause
Like,
that's
I'm
what-
really good. Like, people have
Yeah.
legit told me, they was like, yo, you curse
Yeah.
like a sailor. How do you not
That
curse?
Yeah.
conversation, didn't that just happen? Somebody was just telling.
I think it was that was another time that
was
it
like
happened.
last weekend or something.
Yeah.
I get that
somebody
all
just
the
asked
time
us.
because I don't remember who it was, but there was somebody I was commentating with who's not a usual commentator. They just like work at a company, and like we were doing commentary. I think it was one of the Breakaway people, and like they got on there and they said like, yeah, like we're here, Bo, with Breakaway at Double Helix Studios, and they're definitely not Double Helix Studios anymore. They're Amazon
that's
Game
true.
Studios, so they're not allowed to say that. And then the next word I was blah blah blah. Here this shit, it's going down, and it's blah blah, and they're like, everybody's like.
Yeah,
Looking
he's
at them
off.
like you're not allowed to say any of that stuff, and then they're like, the guy told me he's like, I'm literally gonna cut this and show everybody in the office and show them why we need to hire real commentators.
Yes, excellent.
He's
excellent.
like,
Yo, there's somebody that calls their grandma Nima. Yo, that is sick.
whoa.
Wait, they call their grandma what?
Nima.
Is that weird?
Nima? I've
Nima,
heard
don't watch.
Mima too.
I say
Yeah.
granny.
I just call my grandmother.
I said one was mama and the other one was grandma.
Yeah, I just call my
I didn't
grandma
understand the mama thing until a while ago. Like, babies
mean?
in my family, they call my mother mama.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
as
it's just a
in-
by family
yeah,
thing, right?
yeah.
By the way, I wish you guys could see the lumberjack boots that Steve has. This fool
Yo, my
walked into
boots
the
are sick,
ESL
dude.
studio.
They're right over there. Everybody likes those boots, dude. I
Dude,
love those boots. I never
you-
get to wear them. So
I saw you wearing this. I was
Yeah,
like, I've
same
never
here,
seen
Gibby.
Steve wear any.
Wow, Gibby is
Cut him off
bringing-
at the
Gibby
pass.
is bringing the wah wah wah.
Yo, damn,
Debbie,
Gibby, for
Debbie
real?
Downer stuff
Yeah.
in this chat right now.
The last one is living and watching me on Twitch.
Well,
That's
at least she lived for that, man. If my grandpa could have, like, my grandpa was basically a mega nerd. And
A mega nerd.
And he was like way into computers and stuff in like the 80s. If that guy could have lived to see what like the
He'd been
internet
losing
is,
it, right?
yeah, like I couldn't even imagine his response. Like he'd be living in his dream world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My family all thinks it's super cool. They basically think it's like sports commentators, and they all like sports. So they're like, yeah, this is cool. Video games.
My parents still don't quite understand what's going on, but
That's
it's all
fair.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome to the Tuesday show. I'm Ultra David.
How are things? I'm Sajam.
Tasty Steve.
And James Chen. James lit at karaoke Chen.
Yo,
Yeah,
you were
that was-
going ham,
You
dude.
know, so I did an analysis. Let me tell you, I wasn't at Canada Cup. You guys were. I did an analysis on my stream of the Canada Cup Grand Finals, and the stream was like, next, can you do an analysis of James Chen's karaoke?
Yo, that karaoke, dude.
They were more excited about the karaoke than any of the other matches.
Someone actually tweeted the next day, they're like, it's easier for me to find links to James's karaoke than it is to find results for Canada Cup.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
You
I
were
haven't
really
listened
into
to
it.
It was really intense. The facial expressions are really what sells.
Well, the
it.
problem is, like, I don't, like, on stream, was it just my voice? Because that's what some people were saying, but, like,
Yep.
was the...
I didn't see the stream.
There were some videos, I guess, people took
Yeah,
a bunch
people
of videos.
also
took Definitely
videos.
videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
including one of them was by Justin Wong, so...
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Sherry posted a
Cherry
video.
also.
Yeah.
I haven't watched them.
Alex Myers
Zoo.
posted a video. a
Zoo
whole bunch
posted
of
one.
people
It was
did.
really
yeah,
good.
Zoo.
Yeah, I'll be too busy to watch those for.
Yeah, that's fun. David has like no confidence in other people like singing or performing or
Really?
anything.
I don't blame him.
Just don't believe it.
I don't blame him.
There was one
James is
time
pretty
I
good.
was trying to like.
James is. It's really the showmanship that gets it for
Yeah,
me. For
yeah,
James,
Oh, really?
yeah. The showmanship is what the most important part for me is for James.
So
I
you're
was trying to like do my melty blood rap one time, and like the stream convinced me to
Melty
do
blood
it.
rap.
And David was like, "All right," and he left.
I don't like
I
the sound of
literally
that.
left the building.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
left
don't like
I
the-
drove away.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of any of that.
I like it.
That's what I say. All right, well, we're gonna talk about the Canada Cup. We're gonna talk about some other stuff that happened. CPT standings. Why not?
Can I just say that
I don't know anything about them.
every time a cup gets brought up, I call it the Capcom Cup.
Dude, it's hard
It's
because
so
they
hard,
all
right?
begin with the damn
Yeah,
letter
and that's-
CAs. That's
I'll
And
always
I'm
say
sure this
Capcom
happened
Cup.
that one of the times we commentated Capcom Cup, one
Called
of
it
us
Canada
has
Cup.
called it Canada Cup.
Cup.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
totally believe
sure
it.
that's happened.
all the time. All
It's
the
so
time.
stupid.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
All right, well, we'll talk about that, and yeah, we'll talk about this, whatever the thing is up here is going to be some miasma. Then events, other stuff, we'll talk about games, looks like community, looks like the default one's up there. All right, so, Canada Cup, I was there.
I was
you,
there.
You three were there.
Yeah, all three of us were there.
Yeah.
It was.
I was not
What do you
there.
think? What are your impressions? before we go with
Canada
results?
Cup as a tournament itself, just as an event.
Yeah, the time.
It was crazy. It was like we walked in, right? So I can't remember who I walked in with, but we look at the ballroom, right? And I'm like, this ballroom is too small. No way all these people are gonna fit in here. And it's like, oh no, actually it's set up for Smash being downstairs as well. I'm like, oh shit, that just fixes everything. And then like I see it like full on packed, and I was like, damn, this is nowhere near as bad as I was gonna like. It was so spacious and roomy that I was just like, damn, I'm comfortable just standing here looking at other people be comfortable. So it was really good.
It was actually a pretty like well attended tournament too. It was much bigger than previous Canada Cups for sure.
I mean, one of the
tournament
things
itself?
I know we talked it about a lot, but Lap Chi said last year pre-registrations were at 400. This year the pre-registrations were at 1,000.
Yeah, he said it was a
That's
lot.
about right.
It's really cool.
But yeah, the tournament itself was really, I mean, from what I saw and what I participated in, didn't seem to go by bad at all. It was really weird because they had a break in the schedule. So like Saturday, like I didn't have to do anything except for if I played in other games.
Man.
So I mean, all in all, shout outs to Toshin as well. Is he in the chat?
He is in the chat.
Yo,
is in
shout
the
out to
chat, he is.
Toshin, man. He actually was like helping me out. While I
I'm
was
so
there, too.
sad I missed hanging out with Toshin.
Yeah, he's cool peeps. He's definitely cool peeps. Hanging out, talking.
He was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys at Canada Cup. And I was
Well,
like,
You got 75%.
Got him.
it happens.
I saw him as well. It was cool.
I got to play him
We
in
did
some
karaoke
Super Turbo.
together.
Cool. What did you karaoke?
No, we didn't. I would never do that.
Not karaoke?
I would
ever?
never do
David
that.
Wow.
would never. The only time I've seen David karaoke, he insisted on going up there and doing Rick Astley, so we could.
Oh, I don't remember that.
We could Rickroll everybody. Yeah. And
That sounds like me though.
And then David did the whole like the,
Seriously?
the shuffle thing. Yeah.
Wow,
this was
what
in
were
New
you
York.
doing?
This was in New York. This
Oh,
was.
is this one the guy with the
Yeah,
harmonica game?
well, the
Damn, this sounds like an
the
epic
professional.
story.
Yeah, it does.
The professional.
He signed up as the professional.
So you could see
Oh,
who was
shit.
gonna sing this next songs, right? So like L.I. Joe was there, like a whole bunch of people were there, like and everybody you could see the name, like what's your name, what song? You see the name coming up, and then all of a sudden one of them said the professional.
Yeah.
And I forgot. I think it was like "That's What Friends Are For" or something. It was like some crazy
very,
song
like,
like that.
crooner song.
And everyone was like, and it's like seriously this old man who walks in with a suit and looks like he's homeless or something like that. And everyone's like, what
Yo, like
the
it
heck?
was a 6 suit 30 years ago. You know?
Yeah. And then everyone's like, okay. And then he finally gets up there and the song starts and he just busts out a harmonica and is ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
shit.
he's amazing on this
Oh,
harmonica.
damn. Well, did he do the full mouth swipe? The
Oh,
typewriter?
yeah.
Like,
That's great, man.
he
And
did that? Oh,
He
snap.
was doing that and like he just played it and then he, after
Then he
he was
left.
done, walked up the stairs and left.
Like he wasn't
Gone.
with people there. It was basically just like our set of friends.
He's a
and he just like
professional.
walked in there and did his work.
Yeah.
The people who worked at the establishment knew who he was.
So if you ever ask like PR Balrog or L.I. Joe or any of those guys about the professional, about like Ask Flash, you know.
The professional.
The profession.
The true legend.
Yeah, that was really funny. But
Yeah.
I don't remember doing Rick Astley.
Yeah, you definitely. I have photos of it.
I'm not
so-
saying you're wrong. I just
Don't remember it himself.
I wouldn't do
He was
that.
in
That's-
no, that
another
sounds
state.
just like me.
Yeah.
no.
But whenever I do karaoke, it's always stupid stuff, ABCs or whatever. All right, James. Well,
Have you actually done
Of course.
ABCs at the karaoke?
yeah.
That is definitely something you would do.
That is
Yeah.
such a David thing to
That
do.
is such a David
Oh,
thing.
he's a guy.
All right, so
What do you think about it, Jimmy?
Canada
look,
Cup.
Canada Cup is always amazing. I love the event. I've gone every like so many years in a row now. I think this is like the 6th year in a row or something
Really?
crazy like that. Lap Chi always does a great time. The after parties are always crazy, and it's just he's done such a good job building a reputation for his tournament. Not just to be a big tournament, but a tournament for people to travel internationally to.
Yeah.
The fact that we got Shogatsu, Matsun, and Kusamundo, 3 ST players, to come out to just play ST
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
They're old folks too.
Yeah, and you know, and they did it largely because they knew a lot of the other Japanese players were going to be there. They some of the guys said that they went to go pick up like Shogatsu and Matsun from the airport, and they were just chilling with Daigo, who happened to land around the same time. You know, so they were already hanging out with him and everything. So it's really Lap Chi has done a great job. You know,
Oh yeah. I mean, you can tell by the audience itself, like the people that I spoke to there. they were so adamant about like pumping up their scene and being like, yo man, like what about Toryuken? Like Canada Cup is sick. Like we like having events here. We like having people like come cross state lines. And I'm like, once I saw that, I was like, man, like this is like legit like an FGC event right here. Like the way it was set up, the people that were running it, like it was everything about it was like FGC, and I really liked it.
It's one of the biggest events. Like outside of CEO, maybe Combo Breaker. Like I don't know. It might even have had more people than Combo Breaker.
Really?
Yeah.
For Street
More
Fighter?
uniques? I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
There's no way it had more.
Well,
I would really doubt it.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it had a lot of people
It's,
for sure.
it's definitely up there with those.
Yeah,
those
yeah,
two
it
events.
is.
You know, it's.
I
in
mean, like
that-
Combo Breaker
like
had
in that
like
tier.
600 for like Street Fighters.
Oh,
Crazy
really?
like that,
Oh,
right?
okay,
It was like
okay,
something
okay,
super
okay.
high.
It was huge.
Okay.
Yeah, it was huge.
Combo Breaker had a billion people.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. I always really enjoy Canada Cup. I always have a really good time hanging out with Canadian folks up there. I like the people who run that event a lot. It's too bad we didn't really get that much time to hang out this time, but for me, the event was like the opposite from you, Steve. You didn't have anything to do on Saturday, and I was doing commentary from 8 a.m. until 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were there.
It was
I do
pretty
know
wild.
that. I do know that.
Yeah.
I could have helped out, you know, but what else?
I know.
Yeah.
So I got to stop at 9, I believe it was, is when I got to stop, and then I ran over and did ST because that was the most ridiculous thing ever. So.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the results then.
Hold on, before we go.
Yes.
Shout outs to Blitzman, Iron Brian, Onigen. Those guys showed me around Toronto, and I had an amazing time.
Okay.
And it was,
Do anything weird?
I mean, I did a lot of stuff weird, but we're going to save that for later. Thank you guys. So much love. I cannot wait to come back. Man, I can't wait. All right, cool.
Yeah, it seemed a really fun event. I like, as a spectator, you guys did a bunch on Saturday. I feel like I spent, like I was like, this is like my first time home in a while on a weekend. I was like, I'm literally just going to sit in bed and watch Canada Cup and be a slob.
Amazing.
I was
sound
like,
fun, man.
let me do this, right? And like, I couldn't believe how long. I got tired watching. I was like, this is a long ass day. I need a break. And I was like, I can't imagine how much commentary you guys are doing, and Beiruti too.
Yeah.
Good work to Bear.
Yeah, Beiruti did a good job.
Self-deprecation, frickin' Canadian commentary. It was very entertaining. 90% of the commentary is like, man, Canada sucks, don't we? It was really funny. He did a good job.
Yeah. I also think it's really funny that whenever he talks about Canadian stereotypes, because he does.
He does super stereotype.
He always brings up maple syrup.
Always.
Like anybody outside of Canada.
I didn't think
knows
about maple
that.
syrup
Nobody
once.
does. Nobody. Yeah, of course. The only people who even think about maple syrup are Canadians. Nobody even knows Canadians. Nobody knows that you guys make maple syrup.
Really? I thought that was like.
I thought it was a common stereotype thing, but there's more things
Like
to
I
stereotype.
know about it, but
why
it's
not
like,
say
who
like
cares?
hockey or like
Yeah.
a boot, right? Or like,
Yo,
like
and that's what's crazy.
or
I was
like
hanging out with people, and it was
Mounties,
coming
right?
out like
Mounties.
Mounties.
The moose.
The
Yeah,
moose.
moose. Fine. Igloos. Whatever. Like there's plenty of.
Igloos?
It's not
Yeah,
real, but like it's a stereotype,
Maple syrup
right?
is pretty popular, but I think the other ones are more popular probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey
I've only
for
ever
sure.
heard of
hockey,
Canadian mention.
a boot, like
A boot and hockey are
An
two
A,
good.
right?
An A.
yeah.
We almost went to the Hockey Hall of Fame, but when we were at the top of the CN Tower, we got the message that actually the flight was an hour and a half earlier than we had planned.
Yeah,
Because it
because
turned out that it was not delayed.
our flight was supposed to be at 7 o'clock. So we're like, okay.
PM?
Yeah, 7 p.m. And then all of a sudden it was like, your flight's been delayed till 8. Your flight's been delayed till 8:20. Your flight's been delayed till 8:30.
Yeah.
So we're like, we have plenty of time. Let's go to Toronto and hang out. And while we're hanging out there, it's like, your flight is back at 7.
Yeah, we booked it, man.
Who was you guys going through?
YYZ?
No,
Oh, American Airlines.
Oh.
American.
I didn't think
Yeah.
that was legal.
They
I thought that
undelayed you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought once you delay a flight, that's it.
And it was only with an hour and a half to go.
Yeah,
So we had
That's
to-
dangerous,
It totally
dude.
sucked, dude. Anyway, talk about results now?
I'm sure they would have got you a new flight if you missed it,
Yeah.
but that still sucks.
but that's just work.
That's a pain
Like
in the ass.
missing a flight in another
Yeah,
country, I feel like
exactly.
that's like
Sucks, man.
yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some Street Fighter 5. Some
So,
craziness. Lots of good
let's talk about who did not make top 8 just like right off the bat, because
Yeah,
like this
of
is a
course.
crazy list of people who did not.
the final premiere event.
It is Samurai, XK Samurai, Ramasama, Ray Ray, Yukidon, Lil Evil, Justin Wong, NL, Shine, Tampa Bison, Stupendous, Gamer B, Alucard, Verloren, PR Balrog, Dako, Snake Eyes, Filipino
Jeez.
Champ, Infiltration, Ricky Ortiz, Sien, Shen, Daikoku, K-Brad, and XYZZY were all not top 8.
Yeah.
None of those were top 8.
Those
That's
guys all suck.
ridiculous.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
They were not good enough.
Do we have a tail of the tape like of who beat who?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
there's
all
a-
on Flow KO, man.
and-
Oh yeah, I
and
forgot
there's
about that.
Match logs here, so there's a whole bunch of.
Okay,
things.
the match logs are on here too.
Yeah, the
so
stream
there's
was
a bunch
really
of-
entertaining. Watching all the matches Saturday was really good. There's so many good matches on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we've got a top 8. 7th place tied was Nuki with Chun-Li and Daigo Umehara with Ryu. So here's the
He messed up
interesting-
my fantasy bracket so bad.
Dude, I know. I saw.
damn
I saw.
Daigo.
And then 5th place was Bon Chan with Nash, and 5th place was also Alex Myers with Cammy. Now here's where it's interesting. 4th place, John Takeuchi with Rashid. That means that 4 Japanese players made it into top 8, and none of them made top 3.
Yep.
That is crazy.
None of
Yeah,
them
no
made top 3.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Top 3, in fact, was Phenom from Norway,
Who
Xiao
played
Hai.
amazing.
Oh yeah, he played.
Oh, he's very good, yeah.
Xiao Hai from China with Cammy, and Knuckle Dew from the USA with Armika and Guile.
Yeah, you know,
Guile.
Pinch of Guile. Yeah, I mean, he beat Daigo with Guile, right, and a couple of other players. But I think the main thing for me that I thought was interesting was, like, you know, this weekend or whatever in League of Legends, like, the World Finals happened, and the same Korean team has won 3 out of the last 4 years. And I was like, man, imagine if, like, there was never anything like this in fighting games. It's like, you know, America hasn't won a CPT event in a while, but, like, we think about it, it's like, or a premier event in a while, right? Think about it, it's like, what, 2 years?
Yeah.
But, like, man, the domination that other sports have, or other esports have,
Right,
like, that is
right.
so crazy in comparison. Like, the results
Yeah,
are so
didn't
interesting. I think.
some American player or
Win in
non-Korean player-
StarCraft.
Yeah, in StarCraft for the first time, like in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, and, like, ever.
Like that game came out like 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah, and so, like, it's so crazy. Like, it was really interesting. It feels like it's been a while since the USA won something in, like, a premier event, but it really hasn't been that long.
I mean, look, people have been talking
Yeah.
about the gap is shrinking, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
That's like
for
a League of
long
Legends
time.
meme, yeah.
But for here, right now, in the fighting game community, to say that this year the Japan Cup had no Japanese player in grand finals, and then to have this many Japanese players in top 8 here at Canada Cup and have the top 3 not be in Japan
Right.
at all, I mean, it's getting there. Now,
Japan is still by far the strongest region in the
yeah.
world.
It is
By
by
far.
far the region, but I honestly feel like a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's not in their arcades.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like, yo, if it drops in the when it drops in the arcade next year, it might just
People
be
are gonna be coming out of the
Yeah, it's
woodwork.
gonna change. It's gonna change very
might
drastically.
be done. So
But
yeah,
right,
Japan.
right now, I
But-
feel like it's as close as it's ever been.
Yeah.
But one could argue that you look at other games, Tekken 7 for instance.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that game natively. You can only play Tekken 7 at
Right.
events. However, I mean, we're still getting bopped for the most part. But if you look at the results for like Evo and stuff like that, they're
Two
nowhere
Americans in
near.
top 8,
yeah, like, and they actually beat, like, I mean, look at SCR. Like, Punko got sent to losers. And then, I mean, he still won the tournament and then the tournament after that. But the fact is, it's
The character's pretty good also.
Yeah.
Yeah, this version of the character is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, because he's already been nerfed. You just haven't
yeah.
been able to play
Yeah.
it yet. So,
Yeah.
but again, obviously the story of this is Knuckle Dew taking first place.
Do I
And,
say?
God, I mean, you just look at this, right? So we've got Takeuchi here, who's 18, Phenom, who's 20, and Knuckle Dew, who's 20.
oh,
Yeah.
the young bucks.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shanghai is 27.
Right.
Myers is 24.
Yeah, he's 23, turning 24.
Oh, he told me he's 24.
He told me today he's 23, turning 24.
What a butthole.
Oh.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I guess not. He's got to sort that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the younger people definitely ended up towards the end. Even 27 in fighting game terms is not that old. Like Daigo is
Yeah, the old people got
35 or
sevens,
something,
actually, yeah.
and Bonchan is similar, and Nuki is similar. And, you know, Gamer B is like 38 or something. Like
yeah,
it's
he's old.
you know, there's a lot of older folks out there. So 27 is even by itself. It's not that
Yeah,
old.
super young, strong finishing in this event. It's crazy to think, right? That they're all that deep. I'm trying to
great.
think.
I mean, we were
There's a lot of
riding,
young players in Capcom Cup this
we
year.
were
too.
riding to the after party in the taxi with Knuckle Dew and Phenom, and I just don't want to.
They can't go.
They're babies.
Well, I mean, like sitting next to the two of them, like I'm as old as they were
combined.
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
Young people.
You won't always be that old compared to them.
yeah, but they never will catch up.
They won't catch up. That's
That's
true.
true.
That's the hardest part about it. So
I didn't know it was a race, James.
Yeah.
that's always the tricky thing about age is you'll never catch up.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to Z at one point in time. He was like, "What's going on in the back of the room?" It was sounded excited. I was like, "Dude, ST was super hype." And Knuckle Dew walked up to me. He was like, "What's ST?" And I was like, "Shut up." And he's like, "Seriously, what's ST?" And I was like, "Super Turbo." He's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, dang.
It's like, man.
Yeah, he's a little young, on the
So
young
mad.
side.
He's a little
The
young.
uncooked part of that egg. That's
Yeah.
But it's a darn tasty egg, man. It's a
Yeah,
darn
he
good
did.
egg.
I love his Mika. He has like this
Dude,
really.
his Mika's...
Mika's absurd.
I tweeted about it at SCR, but he has like the least gimmicky Mika. Like it's like the most straightforward Mika. It's like he doesn't have really fancy setups. It's like super hard reads and
Like
footsies.
there was one part where he could have killed if he had done the Callisto.
And he doesn't know anything.
The unblockable super,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, right.
By the way, I said Callisto on stream. You're welcome. I'd be in the chat right now. Yeah, so he could have done that, but no, he didn't. Like he didn't, and he didn't need to.
He's not super fancy.
because he just has the best spacing. I was talking with Fubar Duck afterward, a Mika player.
Yeah, who's
And-
very technical.
Very technical,
Super
for sure.
technical.
Always has been, and always has great spacing, and he's always like very aware. And so, I told him that I think Mika's the hardest top tier character to play, and he was like, "I can't believe that somebody else thinks that." Like it, but I think that that's becoming more apparent as it's basically only former Evo champ Fudo, former Evo champ Luffy, and if you want to include him, former Evo champ also Marn, who do any work with Mika at a top level.
Yeah.
So it's really hard, and he identified like 3 or 4 things that dude did that he doesn't see any other Mikas do, and
Yeah.
some of them are technical.
Yeah.
That he after a charge roundhouse he often presses stand jab because it gives him a little bit more time to walk forward before the jab than if he did the short, and a little bit more time to walk forward after the jab than if he did the short afterward.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And he has like a meaty setup with stand short that where you can do short, then you can again do stand short strong, and then
I saw that.
you're far enough away after that even Chun-Li's far stand short
Can't punish. Yeah.
Like so he did have some super technical cool stuff. I
And
just
then-
feel like he's awesome.
Just the fact that he was like with punishing Cammy stand medium kicks with EX,
Oh, yeah.
Peach.
He was playing super defensive too. Was the interesting thing. Like a lot of that,
yeah.
Xiaohai was approaching him.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of people
so
were.
we talked about this in the car, right? I told him that he was playing like Nash, and he said that it was like he
Reminded me of his
didn't
DiCaprio.
he didn't understand why Xiaohai was going in,
Yeah.
but since he was going in, just like run away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so he
like,
did.
And Shanghai.
Like he
just
didn't
kept
understand
hanging
why that
himself.
worked, but
Well-
he's a good enough player that he recognized it and he
Some
continued.
people actually said, and Knuckle even acknowledged this, that he thinks both Takeuchi and Shanghai got affected by the teabagging.
Teabagging.
Like honestly, like Takeuchi started trying to do it back to him, and then he lost that round.
Yeah.
And against Shanghai, it almost kind of looked like it made him kind of angry.
Like he went in.
Oh, yeah, Zhao Hai guy. You knew he... Once I seen him do that, and I was like, is Zhao Hai gonna shake this? And he legit was like, you mother... And he was just going in. I was like, yo, he got in his head
So
with
I
that.
wonder
he
if
did.
that was.
I think so,
I wonder
too.
if that's a real, like, if that's legit, like.
Oh, yeah.
Something that
Well,
happened,
the thing
so-
is, it's fun. It's as much fun as we make of teabagging. It definitely serves its purpose. Like,
Oh, yeah,
if you even blink at it, you're giving it power, and that might translate into your gameplay. So,
Yeah, I thought Dew's encapsulation of it was really good. He said that if he notices anything at all, or if it takes up any emotion or thought at all in the opponent, then that's a little bit less that they have to use against him in the match.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you know,
and the funny
great.
thing is, like, I know Knuckle Dude does it to hype himself up. That's
Yeah.
why he used to do the shades with Guile.
Yeah.
So which is why every time he did it, I was like, oh, and he's hyping himself up, like on commentary,
the
because I know
power.
that's what he's trying to do. But it definitely affected other people, you know. So
That was so.
shout outs to Dew. He's the best.
yeah,
He is still not. You know, the one weakness is that like Sonic Fox's teabagging speed is like literally 5 times
I
faster
don't
than
understand
Knuckle.
how he does that.
It's so fast, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's got to step it up.
really.
Dude, if
He's
you've
gotta
ever
step up his
ever
teabagging.
seen Sonic Fox
yeah, it's kind of...
teabag,
It looks like he glitches a little bit. He's like...
you know those videos where Desk has like the characters
Yeah,
bounce?
yeah, yeah,
It looks like
yeah.
that, but it's like a human being.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty wild.
When he hits that level, then he will be the Capcom Cup champion. But until then,
Yeah, but also
life is hard.
shout outs to Phenom. Like outside of Shanghai, he obviously was
Phenom. Oh, man.
Shanghai, I mean, like at this point, was everyone's pick to win the tournament, so no surprise he got second place. But he can't beat Knuckle Dude, not even in 4. He didn't beat Knuckle Dude.
Yeah, he had a bad record against him before too.
But Phenom, I mean, obviously the 4 dunks in a row against Taiga was pretty crazy.
5.
So- well, the 4th one stunned him, and then he
I
got
count the fifth one definitely.
It's
counts.
5 in
Okay,
a row.
all right,
Sorry.
Counts for sure.
I mean, it's as much as I would like to not say it's 5. It's definitely
The
5.
gospel truth of it is our
He got
Lord got
5 dunks
dunked
in a
5
row.
times.
He
got 5
Technically
ducks.
correct.
Yeah.
They're playing NBA Jam. He just NBA Jammed this dude.
That was rough.
I'm so mad. I made the NBA Jam reference. I said boom shakalaka,
Yeah.
and David was.
It's
just
about
like,
inflection. How did he say boom? Wait. How did he say boom shakalaka?
Pretty similarly to how he just said it, I would say.
See? Now, if
No,
I was just like,
that's what-
boom
how I-
shakalaka.
No, that's how I
think
said
that's
it.
better. You
That's
said it
how I
like
said
that?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
I said
I
it.
don't- I guess
Boom
I don't
shakalaka.
Oh, I guess you probably did, yeah.
I tried to make it sound like the
I
game.
said boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the dynamite. Old man David.
And boom goes the dynamite. All right, we're moving in.
I said it just
Come
like
on
that
and
too.
slam. And welcome to the jam.
So Team USA won the international
State
stage by
Instantly goes back
That's
to the results.
cool. Team Japan got second place. Southeast Asia, which was not really Southeast Asia, but
No, it was
people
such a
who
weird-
speak Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really was the Chinese-speaking
Yeah.
team.
According to SRK, they got 5th place, and Team Korea below them got 4th place with XYZZY, NL, Infiltration, Punko, and Verloren. Hi.
But shout outs to Team USA. That's actually 2 years in a row now that Team USA has taken it. Last year was from the flash kick genius of Dominion.
Yeah.
This year was because Knuckle Dude destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
He OCV'd the entirety of Team
Yep.
Southeast Asia. It
Yeah,
was
he
ridiculous.
played pretty well. He's all right, I guess.
That kid's
Pretty good.
pretty good.
He was already qualified for Capcom Cup through global points, but that was a pretty
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, well,
So he opened
we'll
the
get to
spot
that
under
whole
him.
fiasco.
Yeah. So Smash Wii U. 7th place was Krim Foish and Death Horse. I almost called him Death Rose. Oh, it's Death Horse. I see how. Okay. So 5th place is Darkara and Yo. 4th place is Javi. 3rd place Mewtwo King. 2nd place Ally.
Dang.
1st place MK Leo. So
Dang.
Ally, who won Evo, was a champion from Canada, did not take
Yep.
it in his own home country.
Yo, he tried though. That guy's Mario is ridiculous.
It's
Cause
so-
I
it's
play
so fun,
Mario
man.
and he's good.
Yeah.
So, yo, hard fault. I'm still in your boat as a fan. It's cool.
That game's spacing is so sick to watch, man.
It's
Those seasons are
scary,
good.
man.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's scary because nothing does damage, but
Yeah,
it's
I
like
just-
really
I-
interesting though.
Obviously, like, what, 4.5 hours, right? I mean, it is a concern.
Dang, that was crazy.
It is a
yeah.
concern. It is definitely a concern. You know, I wish there was a way to make it so that moves killed better in Smash 4
I
without
legit-
changing the gravity of everything.
I was like trying to like figure out. I was like, do I go to dinner now? And then like the top 8 is happening. I'm like, what do I do? And like I didn't realize I had 4.5 hours to wait.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought I was
unfortunate.
like guesstimating maybe 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for me because I mean, look, we could talk about this a little bit if we want to spend some time on it. But like Smash 4, right? And the games I'm worried about are Smash 4, which lasts a very long time, and also King of Fighters
KOF,
14,
yeah, it's pretty
which
slow.
lasts a long time. And I enjoy both games. They have really sick footsies. They have really cool stuff going on with it. But the length of it is just going to hurt the game's popularity.
Yeah.
If Smash Wii U was a 2.5 hour top 8, everyone would just be like, oh, that was cool, let's go on. But the fact that it lasted 4.5 hours and the fact that KOF was almost 4 hours at SCR
Yeah.
are going to hurt the game. And I'm just wondering, is there a way that we can solve this problem? Like, obviously, if Smash is at an all Smash event, take 4.5 hours.
Oh, yeah, handle it.
whatever, right? But if we're at like an event like this, is there anything we can do to like shorten those games? Like maybe just do a top 6?
I think
or-
KOF should always be 2 out of 3. Because you're always getting 3 rounds. There's not in an instance where you won't get 3 rounds. So if you change KOF to 2 out of 3,
Was the whole top 8 3 out of 5?
well, it's not about the whole top 8 being 3 out of 5. It's just the fact that if
But
you have a
winners,
3 out of
losers,
5
grands,
set
yeah.
and they play every round, that's still an additional round that could be played. And if they run it back, that's still 6 rounds. Like Tekken is 3 out of 5 rounds, 2 out of 3. And that's because you have one character. And you still only have 60 seconds on that clock. So if you look at KOF, which is what, 80 seconds on the clock or something like that, but you always have to fight 3 characters.
Yeah.
That's not including if they run it back or a character gets killed in between. That's a lot of time. I mean, as much as I love KOF, and I'm down to watch it all, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. There's timing issues there that have to be figured out in some way.
It would be like even if Cross Tekken was still around. Imagine if Cross Tekken like finals was 4.5 hours and Street Fighter 5 was like 2 hours.
I mean,
What are you
people
doing?
still complain, but you know.
People will definitely complain.
Yeah, that would be just crazy. Like there's no way to make it happen.
But
Yep.
Yeah, I would just, I don't know. I just don't want to see those games' popularity get hurt by that. You know what I mean? I don't want people to be like, oh, here comes KOF, Resident Sleeper, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen because KOF is a really cool game. Smash
Resident
U is
Sleeper.
a really cool game.
I don't know what to do about Smash U. That took a long time. I really
Yeah.
don't know how you fix that. Like, there's really, I don't know how you fix
Was
that.
it 3 out of 5?
Yeah, I thought it was 3 out of 5.
Well,
think it is.
the grand finals, winners finals,
Winners,
losers
losers,
finals.
grand.
Oh, but the rest was not.
I don't. Oh, I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I was watching most of it, and I don't
I
think
mean, the thing is, Lapchi wanted to give Smash some respect at the event. He was like,
It deserves respect, of course.
yeah, he was like, it was one of those things where he was like, this is the year he pushed to make Smash big at his event, so he wanted to make an impression.
Yeah.
So I think he did a good job by letting them handle that, but also, I was waiting so long for Street Fighter.
You gotta remember how that's
That
gonna
was
affect
crazy.
the rest of the event, man. I
Yeah.
mean, no offense, he did give them their own room.
You gotta plan it, right?
Like they had the entire bottom floor, and it was all them. Thing is, once it came topside, it didn't matter. Like if they only had 2 people left, like think about it. Like that's a long time. And I just felt like it was because they were playing so well. It wasn't even like it was just taking a long time. It was just the fact that like neither one of them wanted to lose.
It also
was
took
like,
a long time.
Yeah,
It was a long topic.
Yeah.
Man. But all right, let's
Alrighty.
move on.
Next one.
Smash Melee. Top 8 was Coffee Black with Fox, Prince Abu with Jigglypuff. 5th place was Zoo with Falco and Fox, and Mac D with Peach.
Yeah.
4th place Kirby K's or Kirby Kaze.
Kirby Kaze.
Yeah. With Sheik. 3rd place again Mewtwo King with Fox and Marth. 2nd place Hungry Box with Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
And Armada took 1st with Peach and Fox. So Armada got his revenge from Evo.
It was really sick to watch, man.
Yeah,
It was very cool. I wish I could have seen more of it, but we
Yo,
were commentating during
that
time,
ballroom
so-
was going nuts.
Yeah, it was.
Jesus,
I
they
love
were
the-
going crazy.
The Q&A that was happening or whatever.
Yeah, the panel that was
and
going
Justin
on.
was totally watching Smash during it. He's totally watching
Yeah,
Smash.
That's
Flo
funny.
called him out on it.
Yeah,
too.
he's super. Because like something happened and Justin was like, you see him? He's
Like
That's
he
great.
was
He's getting
watching
hyped.
it, and then I guess like Daigo was like falling asleep or something like that.
He was like looked tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
He
but that's-
always looks tired. He legit
Exactly,
looks
that's
like
just
he's
Daigo.
doing this all the time. Like,
Yeah.
he just woke up.
I was telling
you guys
you-
want to get food? I'm Daigo.
Yeah, I was.
he has
does
that.
Somebody
He
cooking
has
that-
eggs?
he
I'm
has that-
Daigo.
He has the water drop on his head like
Yeah,
the whole
dude.
entire time.
I was
dude,
telling
you
my
know?
stream the story about how I almost got Daigo killed at CEO, and I was saying like I was like, yeah, he looks so confused about what was happening. Like he just looks in a complete state
Yeah.
of like not knowing what's happening, and they're like, that's how he always looks.
Yeah.
He always looks so. He's just standing there like,
I
what the
legit
hell
have
is
a photo
happening?
of
I have no idea what's happening.
I have a photo of me playing with his hair just like that. Like I'm doing
Yeah,
this and he's
that's
like,
true.
I'm like, oh my god, I haven't posted it
With
yet.
Daigo?
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't posted
Damn,
it,
you
but it's
need to
in my
post
phone.
that up
Yeah, it's in
now,
my
dude.
phone right now, yo. I'll post it tonight. Screw it.
Tekken 7, 7th place.
Daigo has ugly little hands.
Neo
Some
Russell,
scrub, dude.
and tied for 7th place. This boy here.
Tasty Steve.
Good job.
Those guys definitely know how to play Tekken. Like I was commentating, and I found myself saying it more than I thought. Like I was just like, man, these dudes are really good at Tekken. And like I just kept saying, I'm like, man, that combo was sick. These dudes are really good at Tekken. And like I just kept
That's
saying,
cool, man.
5th place was Iron Brian with Huarang and Reno Face with Law and Lucky Chloe. 4th place was Oni Jin with Kazuya, or Kazuya, I should say. 3rd place was Joey Fury with Jack 7 and Brian.
that was sick.
2nd place, our boy Eris
Yeah.
with Dragunov. And 1st place, once again, Secret Punko Akuma. And Akuma, I mean,
I'm so
right
happy
after-
Eris was trying wild things on Punko.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
super
yeah.
untraditional.
Strings, yeah,
He's like,
uh-huh.
there's no way this guy knows how to deal with this. And Punko's like,
It didn't matter. He did wake up
uppercut.
TP afterwards.
Yeah. Because like you
matter.
can tell he does not know a lot of these things.
I wish
He's
you
like,
guys
what
were
is this?
around for the Tekken discussion of how to beat Punko.
Oh, okay.
Dude, so it's like everybody that plays Punko, it happens at every tournament, no matter what. Like, how do I fight Akuma? And I actually really
You know,
want...
my favorite thing is when people are like, I'll beat him, no problem. This is what I'm gonna do, right? Blah, blah, blah. You watch them fight it 6 straight rounds, Punko dunks them, and they're like, well, it's like,
It's so weird because as a Tekken player,
I'm so
you
good
see
at
him-
fighting Akuma, though.
Yo, I'm telling you, you see him and you're like, that's just the sweep and the air fight. That's easy. And you play him, it's like, I didn't know what was happening. Like,
Yeah.
this guy was everywhere. So it's like, even Ares had the idea of going in and being like, oh, I'm going to hit him with these 10 strings.
Right.
Because you guys might not know this, but in Tekken, whenever there's a 10 string, the 6th hit is always low.
Oh, really?
So you can always low parry it. Surprise. You know? However, so when you're playing people, you see people do it, and they're like, doop, 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 low. So, like, no matter how far you get, if you get past that hit, you know they got hit. And you saw it happen.
Right.
So it's like, everybody comes to it and they're like, yo, how do I beat Punko? Like, it's not even Punko. How do you beat Akuma?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, he just got fireballs. And I'm like, no, dude, you guys don't get it. I really want to play
Sidestep.
Punko. I
know you're really good.
I'm like, I can't wait to play Punko.
But see, my question is, I mean, like, is it just because Akuma has like more lows that it catches a lot of people?
The lows are very good, but they don't know how to deal with demon flip very well.
Demon flip,
if you don't know how to, so like after when he does demon flip, you could sidewalk it, or you could block it and sidestep, and none of his options hit you. Like none of his homing moves don't work there or anything.
Yeah.
So you literally just
can-
like sidestep.
The thing about it,
When I
like,
play against Akuma and he does demon flip, I literally am just like either sidestep or
That's what you're supposed to do.
sidewalk every time. Yeah. And like I'm just like or I just anti-air him over because I'm playing Akuma too. I'm like whatever. I'm so good at the Akuma mirror, and every other match in Tekken I have no idea what's happening. I'm just like stand blocking a lot, and if something looks slow, I low block it. That's what my strategy
That
is.
sounds like
that's what you're supposed to do.
That's my strategy in Tekken, and I was playing at Wizard World and I was beating some really good players. I was like, I have no business.
Well,
beating
even
these
even
fools.
after he won, Punko tweeted that Akuma is chipped.
He's
so-
very chill.
Every time I see him at an event, it never fails. I saw him at SCR, and I was like, yo, at Akuma, he's like, I'm so sorry. He's so cheap. And I saw him this recently.
Very
Like,
chill.
while we were standing there, he's like, he's cheap. He's like, I didn't even say
Very
anything. He's like,
chill.
he's cheap. I'm like, nice. You're using him.
That's what I do every time I see Shao Hai, though. I'm always coming up
Cammy's
to him. I'm
cheap.
like, Cammy is cheap. And he's like, he just laughs. Like, she's not cheap. And Cammy's
Oh,
definitely
and for
cheap.
clarification, not all 10 hit strings you can parry low. There are all have low. Well, not all of them have lows, but a nice majority of them. The most usable
Okay,
ones.
okay.
Just making
They
up
have
lore
lows.
over there. What's
No,
happening
it's
here?
just like if I'm playing Tekken and someone does a 10 string, I'm gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4 low. Like I'm going to do it, and if I get hit, I'm like, oh, that's not.
Now
low.
he did it on the 5th hit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wouldn't you get
It's
hit
just
now?
counting. No, I'm just counting. If I count it
I
out,
don't think
1,
he
2,
knows
3,
what's
4,
happening.
5, 6,
I think,
boom,
I think
low.
he's making stuff up.
Then it was the 7th.
You know what I mean, though, right?
No.
Not really,
Oh
man.
man,